Love Bugs, you have now tuned into my Empire Recap. Guys, be sure to subscribe if you have not yet done so to my brand new channel for reviews of reality shows as well as regular scripted shows. Yeah, I'm turning it up, boo. I'm switching up the game just a little bit, and I'm definitely trying to incorporate more scripted shows into this as well. And so shout out to my YouTube cousin, Miss Ashley Miller, because it was her birthday on Wednesday. Depends on when you're watching this, but yeah, on Wednesday. So yes, you go ahead, girl. And I saw she was saying that she felt old, but I'm like, dang, girl, I'm like a year older than her. She felt old. Damn, I'm feeling ancient. My birthday is actually next month, which is pretty cool. All right, guys. So, I was super excited when I heard that this show is going to be coming out, and that it was, I mean, pretty much, I thought it was going to be like a cable show, you know, because most of these types of shows where it has so many controversial topics are usually not on regular TV, but it is, and I'm totally here for it. I think TV has definitely changed from when I was younger, and it's like certain things that you probably would not have seen on it like years ago are on it now, like Scandal. And now with this one as well. Because they said some things in there where I was like, oh, you saying that on regular TV? Okay. But it's very interesting. Like, I feel like I'm watching a movie, or I felt I'm acting like I saw it many times. But I felt as though I was watching a movie as I was watching this show. And I just didn't want it to end. So that's very good. I mean, even before, I guess I was kind of biased because I seen like the preview that came on Saturday. They gave like a couple minute preview, kind of gave us the backstory of the family and stuff like that. So I felt as though I knew the characters even before I actually watched it, which was pretty cool. And especially for someone like me who's doing reviews, to be able to know the backstory and kind of let me know their names, because you know when I'm doing regular shows, that's one of my things. Sometimes I just forget the names, but I kind of feel like I got most of their names down packed. It was like one or two maybe that I forgot, but alright, so that's enough talk. Let's go ahead and get into this, right? Alright, so now Lucius, he's in the studio and he has an artist there. She's singing. But the way she was singing, you know, it wasn't as good as he wanted it to be. He wanted her to like really dig deep within and invoke true pain. Like the kind of pain that'll make you burst out in tears type of pain. So he tells her to sing as though she was going to die tomorrow. And I'm like, dang. Like, I'm about to die tomorrow. That mean you better sing, girl. You better put it out there. You better blow. You know what I'm saying? So she does it, and I'm like, I was already like, wow, you know, she did it even better. But then he like stops her. He's like, nah, you know what I want you to do? I want you to sing like the day that you found out that your brother was dead. When you had to go and look at the body, I want you to sing like that. Let me tell you, when she sang that time, it was so much. You could almost see the tears coming. The tears were like at the brink of her eyes. That's how into it she got. And you know, those are the best stories when you really feel the pain. It's almost as acting, you know? That's one of the things that I remember when I went to Tasha Smith's studio back in like 2 years ago. She said one of the best things that actors do in order to cry is that they think of things that can really occur in their lives that would be the most horrific thing, or something that may have already happened. And that is what really brings out true emotions. So that's exactly what she did, and she was doing it, honey. So I love how they had the two brothers. They were up next, Hakeem and Jamal. They were singing. They were doing their little thing. And the bigger brother, who's more of like the CEO boss type, he's the college grad. Because Hakeem, he's like the gangster son. He's the one doing the rapping and hip hop stuff like that. Then we have Jamal. He's gay, so he's not really accepted by his father, but he's a singer. And then we have, like I was saying, the brother whose name is Andre. He's a college type. And he's the one, you know, he's like suited up. He doesn't even sing. He's like an outcast, you know what I mean? But he feels like he would be a good fit, like, because he's the CEO type of guy, you know? He's the one with the smarts, the brains. So he has the typical family. He has a white woman, you know? Most times, and it's sad to say, but a lot of times, males, when they get to a certain stature, for some reason they feel as though they need to get a white woman under their wing. And that's exactly what it seemed like he did. He got a white woman under his wing, and I don't know. I just don't like her too much because I feel like she's poison. You know, even when she was with him watching, she's like, oh, look at your brothers performing again. You know, I'm like, what's the shade about? Like, if they performing, what's the big deal? You know what I'm saying? So now, Lucius, who's the father, he used to be a drug dealer. This reminds me of another show I was watching, Power. So he used to be a drug dealer, but now he owns an empire, and the name of the empire is Empire, which is like perfect, right? It's like genius. You have an empire. It's called Empire. And it's pretty much Empire Entertainment, where he has like different type of artists. I believe it's like a record label type of thing that he got going on. So he tells the boys, the fellas, that he is going to have to pass on his legacy to one of them pretty soon. So he's going to be looking at them and just kind of grooming one of them pretty soon. So now they can't really even have fun anymore. Now it's more like a competition because only one of them can be the head of the company, make the money, be the face of the company, and all that other stuff. You know, in all actuality, we would think that it would be Andre just because he has the skills, he has the knowledge to be a boss, to be a CEO. But from what I was seeing, it doesn't seem like he has that very good connection with his father, the way that his father likes Jamal. I mean, not Jamal. His father hates Jamal. The way that his father likes Hakeem, because Hakeem is, you know, he got that swagger, you know? He's the hip hop. He seems like he should be the face of the company. But I'm like, at the end of the day, Hakeem is like really immature, you know, and he doesn't act as though he really cares like that. Like, he's all about the money, the girls, you know, chilling. I'm assuming that he's the youngest just because of the way that he acts, but I'm not really truly sure. So now Cookie, she's coming back home from jail. Cookie's their mother, played by Taraji P. Henson. And I've said this for years. She's like one of my top favorite actors of all times, actresses of all time. I don't know, something about when I see her, like, she's always so believable. I don't know if it was Hustle and Flow, or it might have even been before that I was just drawn to her, and it might have been in Baby Boy. I think that's what did it, right? It might have been. But yeah, she's one of my faves, and she comes out of jail, and the first person that she goes to see is her son Jamal. And they showed like little flashbacks of when she was with Jamal, and the fact that she knew that he was gay before he even like really realized it himself. Because she was even told him, like, when he came to visit her and the father was sitting in the back, she was like, yo, you are special. She was like, I know it. And she was like, I'm going to always have your back. And, you know, that's special to know that regardless, you know, somebody's there for you. Because the father surely wasn't doing it. And he really didn't agree with the lifestyle that he's living. And even when he was young, and at one point where they were all like Cookie and Lucius and a whole bunch of other friends and family, they was all like having a little gangster party in the house, you know, get a little party thing going on. He came like wearing his mama's shoes, and Lucius flipped his freaking lid. Like, he got up, he grabbed him and threw him in the garbage. I was like, yo, that is despicable. That is disgusting. That's unacceptable behavior. Like, where's ACS back in those days? You know, because that was horrible. But of course, Cookie, she came running to his rescue, took him, and she was like, yo, like, she got a little gangster with him real quick and let him know, like, you can't be doing that. Because she was always there for him. So, yeah, from there, he just pretty much, like, he knows the way that his father doesn't really care about him, from little things that his father says. And his father told him that the way that he is a lifestyle. It's a choice. He was like, his lifestyle is a choice. And pretty much just saying that he could change it if he want to change it to become something that he wants him to be. And I'm like, nah, like, and then you're going to love me for somebody that I'm not? You know what I'm saying? So I'm happy that he's at least being true to himself about that. So Cookie, she goes to the headquarters. She goes to the Empire, and when he sees her, when Lucius sees her, he's just like, wow, you look as just as beautiful as you did 17 years ago. And I'm like, you better stop flirting with her. What you doing? You got your little boo thing over there, your little corporate lady, your little light-skinned boo. You better stop it. So she ain't even feeling him like that because he pretty much like took everything from her. He took her money, left her in jail to rot, didn't let her see the kids. And he he divorced her while she was in jail. So he really didn't care about her. So she tells him that she wants half of the company. And he's just like, you can't have half of this. Like, I don't even have half of the company. He's like, it's changed since we were together. She's like, I put my money into this. I forgot how many hundreds of thousands of dollars she said that she put in there, drug money, in order to help build the company. And now he's trying to talk about there's nothing for you. Excuse me? I love her because she does not play. She's just like, yeah. I spent, she pretty much sacrificed everything in order to give them a better life. So she had that look on her face like, I am not playing. Like, you're going to make amends because I'm going to snitch if I need to snitch. She was like, yeah, I bet they would love to hear that I use blah, 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 whatever the amount of money, $400,000 of drug money in order to create this company. So once they hear that, him and his, I think it was his brother or something like that, they're just like, you would do that? And she's like, like, don't test me, don't play with me, I don't play that. So, when Cookie, she goes to see Hakeem, he seems like he has a lot of hostility towards her. She pretty much, goes to see him, and he's just like, she's like, I did everything for you, and I just wanted you to know that. And he's just like, so you want a medal, bitch? I was like, oh my God, I can't believe he just said that. I wish the little kid would. I mean, I don't care if he's a grown up. I don't care. You came out of my stomach. You ain't never going to disrespect me like that. And she showed him. She was like, what? She took the broomstick and started to bang off the man. I was like, yo, yes, because I would have did the same thing. You're not going to come, really? Yo, he really thought that he could let that slide. So when Hakeem ends up going to meet up with Lucius, he was just like, oh, I guess you met your mama, And he's like, yo, she's crazy. I see why you ain't let us be around her. But Lucius kind of lets him know, she did a lot of things back in the days. So, Andre, he came up with a new plan after speaking to his lovely wife. And he is going to try to get on his mother's good side because he knows that she's about her business. And he's going to try to become the head of the company. That's his plan. So Cookie, I guess whatever they talked about, Cookie, she ends up popping up at the board meeting. And she's just like, hello, darling. She has on her little fur coat. She's not playing. Just waltzes up in there. And I know Lucius was just vexed. He was pissed off, like, why the hell is she here? Oh my God, she's going to mess up everything. Because they was having some, big board meeting at that moment. And he just, takes her to the back. And she starts doing her negotiating. And she tells him what she wants. And she says that she wants Jamal as well to be with her under, I guess, her portion of whatever she's getting. And in return, she's not going to be able to, it's a non-disclosure agreement where she can't really say that whatever she did for the company, and she had to sign off on that. So she's pretty happy. And I don't know exactly what it is that Andre has up his sleeve, but he looked like he was pretty happy about the outcome as well. So, there was another scene that they showed where Lucius, his old friend, I guess after the board meeting and everything went down, his old friend Booski or something like that, I'm not sure if that's his name, he comes up to Lucius and he's just like, yo, like, you left me behind. And he's like, what are you talking about? He's like, I've been with you for all these years. They've been friends for like 14 years. And I guess he didn't give him none of like what's going down, like not a dime or a cut of what's going on, of the action. And he's like, yo, if I were to give you $1 million right now, you'd probably just give it to a bookie. And he was like, nah, I want $3 million. I'm like, and boy, he's asking for $3 million. Okay, ask for $1 billion while you're at it. You know, he's making sure he getting his money, and then he's like, I'm not giving you no $3 million. He pulls out a gun. His friend Booski pulls out a gun, and then he starts talking about some. Yeah, I know who you are, and I know that you killed, I think he said 3 people, like, back in the days or something like that. That's why you definitely have to be careful who you mess over. You have to be careful who you become close friends with, and money will turn people against each other. Like, even somebody you knew for years and years and years, money will turn people sour. You know, you see it time and time again, how money just kind of, it can just hurt a family. It can hurt friends, it can hurt lovers. It's crazy how powerful of a, you know, how powerful it is. So Jamal, he helped Hakeem to fix up the song that their father wants him to do, because their father's trying to get Hakeem to do like a record, an album, and he's just like not really into it because he feels like he's under so much pressure right now. So Jamal's like, you know what? I'm going to help you out. I'm going to get my boys to get on this beat, you know, to work on the beat and stuff like that. And it comes out so incredible. And when it does, he announces to his father, like, yo, Jamal, help me out. And his father's like, no, you did this all on yourself. You are a genius. And I'm just like, that's horrible. You know, he's actually giving his brother some type of appreciation, showing him appreciation, and showing him, like, you know, thank you for helping me out. And he's just going to, like, totally knock all that down, like Jamal's not good enough. So that kind of solidified everything for Jamal. And Jamal was just like, you know what? He went to Cookie and he was like, yeah, we're going to make this album. She's like, you know, that's beautiful. You're coming out. You know, we're going to show that you are his other son, his gay son. We're going to ride this. We're going to let this out. And she's ready to be his manager, and they are going to go to war, honey. So I'm so here for that. Can't wait to see what's going to go down with that. Lucius, he finds out that he has ALS. And that's one of those things. It's a degenerative disorder where it kind of like, the ultimate thing is that it kind of shuts your whole body down, where you're unable to move, you're unable to speak. You're pretty much just there, and you're unable to take care of yourself. So he knows, like, definitely has to make moves in order to find out which one is going to be the head of the company to take over the empire. And, you know, right now it's kind of gray, but he knows who he has in mind, which is Hakeem, but it's still, like, up in the air right now. So, they did say that he has probably, like, 3 years to live, maybe more or less. So, Lucius, he ends up meeting up with Booski in, like, a dark alley while Booski was there pissing in the freaking river, and he shoots him. First, they have their little words back and forth, and Boosie's just like, yo, you're going to give me the money. And I guess he was hanging out with their enemy or something like that, and he felt betrayal. Lucius felt betrayal, and he shot him in the head. Freaking, what is it, military style? That's what they call it, right? Crazy. So, yeah, that was the first episode of Empire. I totally felt like, once again, like I was watching some type of mini movie. I'm excited. I really hope that this continues on And because even my sister was saying it, I was like, even when I was saying a couple weeks ago, like, oh, I'm excited about this new show, she was like, you know, don't get too excited because you never know. A lot of these black films or black shows, they tend to get canceled so quickly as soon as you start to like them. Like Deception was one on Channel 4 with Megan Good that got canceled. Hawthorne was another one that I really used to enjoy with Jada Pinkett Smith. And, you know, there's a few others. Those are the two that like really stuck out to me, and I'm like, damn, you know, that's kind of messed up, and it's true at the end of the day. So hopefully this one kind of like lasts for a while until the producers feel like they have nothing else left to give us. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Make sure you thumbs up, make sure you share and subscribe. Okay, be sure to stay fabulous, live free, and soar limitless. I'll see you in the next one. Laters.